This is a story about a truck that had to travel 8,500 kilometers. The challenge wasn't just the long journey, but the fact that the truck carried a massive block of snow through a scorching African desert. In this desert, where even iron melts, the truck had to survive for 10 days. The real test? Keeping the snow frozen without a refrigerator? It's a 1959 tale that captivated the world's attention. This 3,050 kilograms ice block had to cross the globe, refrigerator-free. The journey began in Mo i Rana, Norway, and ended in Libreville, Africa. But why go to such lengths? What was the purpose of this icy expedition? The story actually began a year earlier in 1958. Luxembourg, a European country, was home to a famous radio station. Known worldwide as Radio Luxembourg, this broadcast gained. The station presented a unique challenge to its listeners. The challenge: transport a 3-ton ice block from the Arctic to Africa for a huge reward. Radio Luxembourg offered 100,000 francs per kilogram, equivalent to $16,000 today. That's $16,000 for each kilogram of ice. In total, $48 million for a 3-ton ice block. An incredibly substantial sum. However, the challenge came with specific. First rule: the ice block had to remain in one piece. Second rule: transportation was limited to roads only. Third and toughest rule: no refrigeration allowed during transport. These strict conditions justified Radio Luxembourg's. They knew it was impossible to transport such a massive ice block from the Arctic to Africa by any means. It wasn't just a short trip. The journey spanned 8,500 kilometers, including 2,500 kilometers of African desert with temperatures reaching 50 degrees Celsius. How could the ice survive without melting minutes after leaving the freeze? How could it safely reach its destination on this week-long journey? Radio Luxembourg issued this challenge, unaware of its extreme difficulty. For months, the challenge aired on radio with no takers. Then, a man named Birger Natvik stepped up to accept the challenge. Natvik was the managing director of Glaswad, a Norwegian insulation company. He believed his company's insulation could easily overcome this challenge. If Birger Natvik completes this challenge, he'll raise substantial funds for his company Glaswad and its employees. The world was abuzz with news of a man accepting Radio Luxembourg's ice block challenge. To tackle this task, Birger Natvik assembled a team and got to work. As a result, Birger Natvik became the talk of the town, making headlines. Despite efforts to complete the challenge, Radio Luxembourg feared major financial losses. Fearing the consequences, they withdrew their offer. By then, Glaswad and its director had gained significant fame. Despite Radio Luxembourg's withdrawal, Birger Natvik decided to push forward. He believed completing the challenge was worthwhile even without the money. This, he thought, would boost his company's publicity even further. The time had come to begin the challenge. The decision was final. An ice block would travel from Mo i Rana, Norway, to Libreville, Gabon in Africa. It had passed through Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, France, Spain, Morocco, and Algeria en route to Gabon. Natvik's team included an engineer, 4 drivers, a mechanic, and 2 cameramen. They planned to cut a 3-ton ice block from the glacier. Lifting such a massive block proved challenging. So they cut 200 kilograms blocks and airlifted them by helicopter. Natvik's team's efforts garnered significant media attention. This publicity attracted many corporate sponsors for Natvik's challenge. Shell took care of the fuel needs. Kenya provided trucks to transport the ice block. The 200 kilograms blocks were lowered and refrozen. Finally, they formed a single 3,050 kilograms ice block.